I think the most Chinese-style F-dramas is costume drama. What is a costume drama? The Chinese TV dramas have many types. I like to categorize Chinese TV dramas by time. We have two important time points. The first is 20th century. China was hardly invaded before the 20th century. On TV, before the 20th century, you can see characters that are very different from those of today. The second time node is 1949, when New China was established. Before that, China went through a long war for decades. At this time, TV shows are almost all related to war. After 1949, the Chinese gradually opened their doors. The economy began to develop, and the culture began to gradually merge with Western culture. Because of the distinctive characters, you can tell that this is a Chinese costume drama at a glance. You can compare the cloths of the Chinese people around you and the actors in the clips you saw earlier. After all, your Chinese colleagues around you rarely come to the office dressed like this. For women, they tend to have long hair with exaggerated headwear. Because in ancient times, cutting hair was considered disrespectful to parents. For men, they too have long hair and headwear just like women. Everyone's headwear symbolizes his status. In terms of clothing, women's clothing is brightly colored, and they are all long skirts. In ancient times, it was unthinkable to expose shoulders and thighs. Men's clothing is also very loose. The length of a coat can sometimes reach the ankle. Then, let's take a look at the content of Chinese costume dramas. It can be mainly divided into two categories, power and love. Let's start with power-driven TV drama at first. This kind of TV series can be the growth story of the emperor or the growth story of a minister. TV series often run through the life of the characters, so it requires you a lot of time to finish watching this drama. In general, it shows that the character has gone through a lot of hardships and finally reached the pinnacle of power. This kind of hardship can be framed from opponents, betrayal by relatives and friends, and the departure of lovers. In fact, this type of TV series does not have a large market share in China.
醉者生，行者死。醉者为怒而生，行者奋战而死。愿为怒者尽管饮酒，愿死者随我来。
Let's introduce the TV dramas that occupy the mainstream market in China, that is, romance dramas. A love drama can be the love of the royal family, the love of ordinary people, or the love of non-human races. Let's look at royal love first. Royal love often reveals a feeling of helplessness. Because of the strict hierarchy in ancient China, the emperor always could not marry his lover as the queen. Sometimes, even if the emperor has his own lover, their love eventually fails. Because the emperor of China can have many women, his heart rarely belongs to one person. The status between the emperor and his women is unequal, as is the emotion. The emperor's women often go through the process of being full of anticipation to despair. Maybe because of jealousy and frame-up among women. Maybe because of the loss of a child. Maybe because of loneliness. Although it is a love story, the audience prefers to see the story between the emperor's women. The second is the love of ordinary people. There will be love stories of various occupations, such as ministers, knight, restaurant owners, etc. Nor is their love limited to the struggle between women. Drama shows more love stories between male protagonists and female protagonists. These stories incorporate a lot of details to describe the encounter, acquaintance, love, marriage, and childbirth of the male and female protagonist. They go through a lot of things together, and they may end up in marriage, or they may break up. The emotions of the characters are not limited to love. Family and friendship will also appear in the plot. There is even some patriotism. China also has a very special kind of character, non-humans. They can be characters from fairy tales. They can be animals. They can be ghosts. But they can fall in love across species. The contradiction here often arises when it comes to crossing species. Because this kind of love was not allowed in the beginning. For this kind of TV show, the special effects tend to look good. Among all the costume dramas, my favorite one is Wuxia. There are two reasons. One is a fast-paced fight, the other is its spirit. You can often see characters flying around in the sky. You can often see actors using sticks or swords. You can often see protagonists winning without weapons. Sometimes you dare not blink because the camera is so fast. Another thing I appreciate is the spirit embodied in costume dramas. Dedication to the country and the people. Loyalty between brothers. Pure love between lovers. Such a spirit is the soul of the characters and the soul of the TV series. The audience was shocked by the positive emotions of the TV series while admiring the wonderful picture. When watching a costume drama, in addition to the figure and story, the scene is also very important. You stand on the streets of China, and it is difficult to see the streets, characters, and food in TV dramas. The lively gathering has also turned into watching live TV at home. China is a country with a long history. A good costume drama is not only a wonderful story. You will also be impressed by its scenes. Whether it is an ordinary street market or a lively assembly, Chinese costume drama is the carrier of Chinese cultural heritage. It is a manifestation of China's long history. Thank you very much for watching this video. I am an industry analyst and I hope you can learn more about China through the video, whether it is to increase personal knowledge or find business opportunities from it. If you have anything you want to know about China, please write in the comment section.